I'd like to talk to you about a topic that I don't talk a lot about. I think it's a little sexist, but I guess because it's so important, I see the effects in my office when I'm talking to couples, especially when one of those partners is really outrageously high maintenance. Now, you've heard the word high maintenance, and many times in our society, I think the celebrities make a big deal about how just how high maintenance they are, like what they need to survive. And in honesty, none of us needs a lot of material stuff to survive. But if you're from the lifestyle where your love was shown to you by gifts, by getting things, by having material things, then you can understand how that kind of a parent style could raise a very high maintenance person. Most of the time when I talk about high maintenance, I refer to women because women are more susceptible to it. But just like there's particular things that relate to men, narcissism shows up whether you're high maintenance or, very aggressive. If you were a guy, that would be more in line with how you would show it. I'm using the term narcissism because I do think high maintenance women in particular, when they're dating men, and guys are like, you know, driving themselves nuts trying to work 24 hours, and it's not enough because then they don't have enough time to spend with their partner, how that can just turn into a vicious cycle. There's a lot of myths written about high maintenance people, and in particular I'm going to refer to she because it's more likely, as I said, to show up in women. I think a lot of that has to do with the socialization of how we raise women. Many parents will call their daughter their little princess, and she has to have everything. She needs the finest comforts. She needs, when I don't give her my attention, maybe I'm not going to coach her games or go to games with her, I'll buy her something. And that just continues because that's seen as love when a girl is small. Then as she gets older, she falls into that trap of equating material things with love. And what I've seen is that, and what the myth is that men think it's great to have a high maintenance woman, and that's why men will put up with it. They somehow tell themselves that means she's better, she's more attractive. And because she has a lot of access to material wealth, then she may indeed look better because she has more money, and not only more money, but prioritizes it on her looks and how she appears, because that is what her warped idea of love is. I want to go through some of these things because I think women get into these traps, and many times they're out there dating and they're like, oh, he was beneath me, or he couldn't keep up with me, my lifestyle. And they kind of brag about it. It's not really anything I would want to brag about. It would be something I would want to be aware of and start really understanding, peeling the layers off material wealth and how that got somehow confused with true love, because the two are not the same. And if you're a guy dating a high maintenance woman, this video may help you understand that although you may think, well, she's really attractive, she deserves it, that attraction is very, very superficial, because this woman that you're dating doesn't understand what real love is. And when the going gets tough in the relationship, which it notoriously will, the longer you're together, you're going to find out that this is a very whimsical, superficial person you're with. And you can spend money on her, and she somehow, if she gets what she wants monetarily, she's somehow going to put up with you. And that is not what you're going to want as you get older and more mature in your love, in how you view love and share a vision with someone. A high maintenance person is seeking attention. Make no mistake, this is at the bottom of it. They want the flashiest stuff so they can get attention. Deep inside them, there is a feeling of they're not good enough unless they have this, this name brand car, this name brand handbag, this name brand sweater, whatever it is. And you will see this throughout the relationship. If this person is ever able to get vulnerable with you, and I can't promise they will, then you will start seeing their complete need for attention from others. They do not have a strong sense of self. Secondly, they take just so much time to get ready. In fact, it becomes a little bit insensitive and rude because they take so much time to get ready. And that's on you, because no matter what you do, basically you're going to have to wait for them. So it's an intrusion on your time. It's not respectful of what you wanted to do at all. And they will continue that. They're extremely self-obsessed. When these types of people have children, they usually have to hire people to care for the children. And then the children get inundated with stuff being forms of love for them also. You can see why this lifestyle is very attractive for celebrities. They have a lot of money and not a lot of time, and hence stuff becomes what they base feeling loved on. They're very controlling. And by that, I mean, because they have their needs, their materialistic needs, how they want you to look with them, needs for the two of you, how you present to others, they're going to be so controlling with your time, with what you do, what you say, and who you are. In fact, you're going to get a complete makeover mentally and physically, whether you know it now or not, if you stay with this kind of person. They're bossy, but I know that can be a bad term, because women have a right to be independent and bossy if they want. But in a relationship, when one partner is bossy, it can be abusive. And bossy takes on a tone of being toxic in a relationship. So although I don't like that word, that's how it would probably feel. That's the best depiction of how it may feel when you're with this person. They love to get expensive gifts. And I'm not saying gifts from the heart. I'm saying expensive, monetarily expensive. And you can see where this is going. Like, it's not what you were thinking. It's not the thought behind it. You picked you picked flowers out of a garden you had nurtured in the backyard. Don't try to give it to this person and have it make meaning. They're going to need a florist and order at least $200 bouquet just because they're that special. You are their favorite chauffeur. They're going to expect you to take them places. They don't usually like to go by themselves. Once again, they don't have a strong sense of self. They feel better if they have somebody else driving them, taking care of them, going with them. When I say chauffeur, I don't only mean driving. I mean everything they do, you are going to be there. And that's why they get controlling about how you look, how you talk, what you say, because now you're helping represent them. And mostly, I think this is very important. No matter where you are in your life, don't expect them to share the load. If you're having a tough time or whatever, they don't want any part of that. They want someone who can afford them. And I say that really with a sad tone, because it truly is about the monetary, the materialistic gifts. Their clinginess to you is more of a safety for their lifestyle. And once again, I'm saying, if you struggle with this, therapy is the best thing you can do for yourself and any potential lover you ever have. Because if you don't go to therapy and you continue in this vein, any relationship you have will most likely fall apart when it's hard times, because everybody needs true love. And money can't buy love. And it will be sooner or later, they'll figure out, or they'll grow beyond you. Their self-esteem will get high enough, the partner with you, that they say, I don't want this. Like, I want somebody who loves me for me, not for my financial pedigree or what I can give them as far as a lifestyle. Because We all need to be loved at the root of everything else. And this is not real love.